I was playing Adventure Quest 3D today since it's my favorite game right now, and I ran into a plot twist that actually made me kinda sad. At the start of the game, you wake up in the underworld as your character died at some point before the game began. You have no memories of your past life, and any powers you may have had while you were alive are gone. Your past is never told to you, but all you know is death said you were a legend while in life. Death brings you back to life and sends you to retrieve the key to the underworld, which was stolen by Vayne the Void King. At some point in your journey, you run into Voltaire. Yeah, the actual musician. Him and his music are actually in the game. Anyway, Voltaire claims that you two have met before and that you went on an adventure at a place called Skull Punch Island. And your player character claims that you don't remember what he is talking about. Your character also makes the claim that this is the first time you two have met. Voltaire then laughs this off upon realizing that the event he described was in a completely different game. Now, this is supposed to just be a funny fourth wall break, but it's got some pretty dark implications. Do you remember Adventure Quest Worlds? That was the previous MMO in the Adventure Quest series. We all played this game growing up, right? I must have spent countless hours just grinding away at the game during my middle and high school years. I loved the story, the characters, the classes, the accessibility. This is a great game. And guess what else is in the game? Voltaire and Skull Punch Island. This means that in Adventure Quest 3D, Voltaire remembers the protagonist from Adventure Quest Worlds, which would mean that 3D is a direct sequel to Worlds, and it is not in its own timeline like some of the previous Ardix Entertainment games. And this is where the sad plot twist comes in. This is when I realized that the hero of Adventure Quest Worlds canonically died at some point after the events of the story, and was never able to respawn. Not until Vayne came into the underworld, that is. That character that you spent so much time on, developing and grinding and growing, all those adventures you went on as a kid, all the fun characters you met, all of it was leading up to a canonical off-screen gruesome fate. And Voltaire is the first human in the entire game who even seems to remember you.